Welcome to this video. My name is Alex and today I want to talk about the 6 perfections of Buddhism, or that you can find in Buddhism. They are also referred to as the 6 paramitas, and they are basically 6 qualities that a Buddhist aspires to embody. But just to be clear about it, you don't need to identify as a Buddhist or study a whole lot of Buddhism in order to benefit from those qualities. And these qualities have been stated or put together in order to be a so-called bodhisattva, which in Buddhism refers to a being that lives its life in order to benefit all the other beings. Because you could simply work on yourself and work on becoming free from your suffering or being able to deal with your suffering. You could work on yourself in order to be more harmonious and more peaceful. And basically that also benefits our being. But these qualities have been put together so that one can live a life that's really focused on benefiting our beings. And I found these perfections in this book called Buddhism and Psychotherapy. Actually, one of my flatmates lended this book to me. And it's not entirely about the perfections. It's more about the synergies and the intersections between psychotherapy and Buddhism, but the book also briefly mentions the perfections, and then I thought it would actually be a good idea to present those perfections and to talk about them a little bit. And in this video, I will introduce all of them and make a little overview, but I will also make separate individual videos dedicated to each and every one of these perfections. And before I read all of the descriptions and definitions of the perfections, I will give an overview about what they actually are. And the first perfection is that of generosity, or also known as the perfection of giving. The second one is that of morality, or that of ethics, that of good conduct, or that of ethical discipline. The third one is that of patience or endurance. The fourth one is that of dedication, that of energy, or that of diligence. The fifth one is that of meditation. And the sixth one is that of wisdom, or the perfection of understanding. And in this book, they are described a little bit more in depth. So this is from this chapter, Individuation and Awakening. The 6 perfections are a progressive sequence leading to awakening. And awakening simply means to be able to reach higher states of consciousness, or to have a higher or deeper understanding about yourself. That's what it means to awaken. And the 6 are, therefore, always found in this order. Number 1, generosity, also known as dāna, is the willingness to give one's material goods and time, and most importantly, to share the teachings of the Buddha Dharma, without reservation. And the Buddha Dharma is just the theory, basically the teaching of growing up, of waking up, of awakening, of developing this deeper insight, and of discovering your true nature or your deepest truth. Then there's the second one, morality, also named śīla, which means restraining oneself from actions that are harmful to others, such as killing, stealing, illicit sex, lying, pointless criticism and complaining, instigating conflict between others, gossip and rumor mongering, greed, anger, and asserting mistaken conceptions of human existence. Then there is forbearance, which is the perfection of patience, of endurance, also known as kṣānti, is the ability to persevere through difficulties and to refrain from becoming angry with those who cause you harm. Then there's Vigor, also named vīrya. Vigor is necessary as the ability to sustain one's efforts, even when life is difficult or boring and pointless, which can be even more subversive of one's good intentions. Then there's meditative absorption, also dhyāna, which is basically the Buddhist root from Zen Buddhism. Dhyāna refers to a very wide range of meditative techniques, all of which may be interpreted either as developing the ability to focus one's attention on some object for a sustained period of time, or as developing a decentered attention on the present moment. And the last one, wisdom. This is a little bit abstract, but I will explain it a little bit more relatably. Wisdom, prajñā, is insight into the absence of any permanent, eternal, absolute, or unchanging essence in any and all existing things. That is, the insight that all existing things are empty. And this basically refers to the highest level of insight, or to a part of the highest level of insight that's described in Buddhism. But it's not really so important to directly understand that, and to understand wisdom a little bit more applicable, or a little bit more relatable. Wisdom simply means studying the theory, and of course also gaining the real insight, gaining the personal insight, the direct personal experience, insight into the teachings of Buddhism. But I will also talk a little bit more about all of the different aspects of wisdom in the dedicated video. And overall, wisdom is basically asking people who are practitioners of the path for a very long time, asking them about insights, reading in books about insights, and just gaining an understanding of how to live a good life, of how to live a life that also benefits others and yourself. So let me check the time. I think it's perfect time to end this video, and I hope you could take something away from this. I hope you could benefit, or you can also develop these qualities if that's in your interest. And with that being said, thank you for watching and take care.